Shalom, big shalom. Hey, hope I'm coming through loud and clear. Hope I'm coming loud and clear, man. Shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalom to the sincere Ahtham out there, pushing and preaching this 100% doctrine on the highways and byways. Tabernacle of David, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children maintaining themselves in order. Shalom to the Tabernacle of David. Shalom to the hopeful elect, man. It's your brother Yerami Kazak back with hopefully another quick, edifying lesson. Straight to the point. A distraction in a storm. Right? That's the title of this one. A distraction in a storm. Right? Understand, Jacob's trouble is likened unto a storm, right? It's a situation where it's going to be straight chaos. It's going to seem out of control to you, right? But understand, what do we have to do? Trust in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi throughout the entire ordeal. Okay? So, what is fear? Fear is a distraction in a storm. Shalom. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak. Alright? Fear is a distraction in a storm. Okay? Worldly things, carnal things is a distraction in a storm. You already dealing with a storm, which is captivity, which is everything that's going on in Babylon that you have to face and deal with, right? So don't go forth and bring yourself more distractions in a storm. So I want to piece that together with women. Some brothers, create problems by dealing with too many damn women, right? Knowing that these women, man, the weaker vessel, first of all, and they be out their damn mind and they don't want to listen. They don't want to be in the truth. Okay? Messing with a woman, man, that's basically be your Achilles heel, man. Like a Cleopatra. She's gonna take you down. Alright? Proverbs 31 and 30 and Proverbs 31 and 3. Don't give your strength to a woman as the way which it destroy of kingdoms. Destroy of kings, loosely quoting. So a woman can destroy you and destroy your temple, destroy your kingdom, destroy the crown that you had. Don't let nobody take your crown. Don't let this woman who, bruh, she ain't gonna save you. Okay? Most of these women just there for benefits, what they can gain from you. Most of them, not all of them. Alright, some of them are gonna get right, alright, in this truth. But a lot of them, right, damn near 80%, man, are just there to benefit off you. When the money gone, she gone, right? You know how it go, okay? Most of these women on some BS, because this is Micah 2 and 10. Looking around, you can deny it, you want to. Man, my woman ain't like that. Man, my woman ain't gonna do me. Man, shut up, man. Just shut up, man. I don't matter who, man. Okay? Understand? The woman is the weaker vessel. Yeah, look, bruh. You gotta trust in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You put your faith and your salvation in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, not your damn woman. Okay? That's a distraction in the storm. You get the she can get in your head and get you thinking differently and things like that, man. So as a man, you gotta have some me time. You gotta have some, don't be all up on your woman or 24/7. Okay? Not to say be emotionless or whatever, but hey, in a sense though, being a man, hey, don't be all emotional. Be, in a sense, stoic. Especially as a brother that's teaching and all of that. You gotta learn how to command your emotions. That right there is commanding your flesh. You gotta learn how to maintain yourself, maintain your emotions. Don't be stoic. When everything is going in chaos and your woman is crying and going in chaos and she, what are we gonna do? You gotta be that rock, right? You gotta be that rock, man. So emotions also is a distraction in a storm. It'll hinder you and take you off the prize, right? You keeping your eye on it, you keeping that tunnel vision to the kingdom, right? Therefore, you got to be stoic. You got to maintain yourself. You can't fold. You can't crack. You got to maintain yourself in confidence. And true faith, that's part of building your spirit up. That's why we read the word. That's why we read the stories. That's why we look at how King David was in the wilderness running from Saul. And through all that ordeal, he didn't crack, he didn't fold. He trusted in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Through all the ordeal of Moses taking the Israelites out of Egypt and all the stuff they was doing, he didn't crack, he didn't bend, he didn't fold. Right? He trusted in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay? You look at the stories. Look at Jeremiah getting thrown into the prisons and still prophesying, still preaching, still telling them, man, y'all need to turn back, regardless of what was happening to him. What is that? Not caring about your own life. Okay? You don't love your life. Alright? You gain it. You gain it. Alright? So maintain that sense, man. Loving your flesh too much, that's a distraction in a storm. Okay? Being carnal basically is a distraction in a storm. Jacob's trouble is likened unto a storm. Alright? A time like no other. A time like no other. Going back to man Enoch, man. Alright? I think it's Kanawak, right? Kanawak, right? Enoch. So what happened to Enoch? He got took in a storm amongst all these sinners, amongst all these wicked men. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi walked with him, dealt with him, pulled him up out of that storm. Because he didn't what? He didn't fall to the distractions in the storm. Okay? He didn't fall to the distraction in the storm. That's important. We have to be like that. We have to keep our eye on the prize, our eye on Yahawashi, reading the word, maintaining ourselves, man. You fall to these, you get to chasing, man, because some brothers fall to women. That's, you know, that's what the key point. Some brothers fall to emotions. Some brothers fall to food. Some brothers fall to video games. So, hey, every brother knows their Achilles heel, man. You know, and it's up to you to work on that and work it out. We all got different flaws. We all have different flaws and we all got different situations. We was all raised differently. Once again, being unique. And that's the beautiful thing about us. Flavor and salt. Right? Some brothers may fall to them Jordans, man. You might be a sneakerhead. Yeah, man, I got the 1s, I got the 6s, I got the 7s, I got the 10s, I got them all, dog. I got them all. What, you know, but you know what I'm saying? Like, carnality. You know, ain't nothing wrong with dressing smooth or whatever. Brothers got salt. But we can't be falling to this stuff. Because understand, all this stuff getting burnt up. all this stuff getting burnt up, man. All this stuff getting burnt up, right? You know? Me myself, I made music. I make music, right? I done made over like 10 albums, right? All that stuff getting burnt up. All these bars and all this stuff is gone. You know? I'm not, man, I missed that, I'm holding on to it, whatever. You know, you don't hold on to nothing. I accidentally deleted a live I did earlier this week, that permanent vacation live. I accidentally deleted it. I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it again. Right? Don't be attached to anything, man. And that was a work. You know, and I was like, okay, I'll just redo it. So you don't, as a man, once again, maintaining that stoic attitude, that stoic position, where you're not letting stuff phase you. You don't get offended. You gotta be a true man, man. That's a true man. Don't be so quick to get offended, hasten offense. You know, Shalom, Bahasham, Yahawashi, to you and your household. So you gotta maintain a stoic position, because in a storm, it's gonna be many emotional distractions. It's gonna be many distractions, man. Dealing with women, there's going to be many distractions, especially a worldly woman that's not in this truth, that doesn't want to get under order. Hey, it's best you just, hey, let her ass go, to be honest. If you dealing with her and, hey, it'd be a couple months and she just continue to be wicked, and she ain't, you know, you notice a red flag and you pull that shit and throw it and burn it before it has the chance to hurt you, man. You don't want to sit there and let that distraction become a hindrance and pull you up out of this truth. Alright? So fix them flaws before they become too bad. right? If you're dealing with slothfulness, you lazy, hey, you can fix that. It takes 16 days to fix a habit, man. It takes 21 days to make a habit. So, hey, you do a lesson a day for 3 weeks straight. You're gonna easily do lessons. It ain't gonna feel hard to you anymore, man. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi will probably deal with you even more. If you fast, like I said, I'll be telling brothers, man, fast once a week. Then by the time, hey, 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, you've been fasting once a week, it's gonna be easy for you. And then guess what? You're gonna move on to fasting 2 days a week. I promise you that. I guarantee you that. Because that's coming from my experience, right? And then you're gonna move on to fasting 3 days a week. Okay? You build up. Hey, Esau practiced gradualism. We practice gradualism. Okay? We getting better gradually. We coming into this truth gradually. The way gold is cleaned, it's gradually cleaned. Over and over. It goes through so many processes of the impurities getting cleaned out. We going through that as well. Brother, you ain't just gonna wake up and tomorrow you're gonna be in that elect mind state. Nah, man. We had to grow, we had to build, we had to reform our minds. We had to come up out of this thing slowly and work upon ourselves slowly, right? Yeah, some brothers that come quicker than others, most definitely. But hey, as long as you moving day by day, being circumspect to yourself, man, looking in that mirror and able to judge yourself and to check yourself before you wreck yourself, man. Alright? You know, not to quote Ice Cube, but you chickadee check yourself, man, before you riggedy wreck yourself, man. Just honest, man. That's what it is. You got to. Okay? Because you don't want to be in that position where you wreck yourself and you standing in the eyes of a nuke. Alright? You don't want to be in that position. So, once again, don't let these distractions and the storm weigh you down. As scripture says, don't let your sins weigh you down. Don't let what you did in the past weigh you down to got you thinking you're just a terrible person and you can't come back from it. Alright? You can come back. You can come back. Look at the things that King David did and understand. You can come back. Look at all the prophets and all their sins. Okay? You can come back. We all fall short of the prize, man. We all fall short of the mark. That does not make us bad men. Okay? As long as you're trying to be perfect in the eyes of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, you striving for the masteries. All right, you working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Hey, continue to do that. All right? We all fall sometimes, man. Just pulled up to the Plantation. Man, I'm so happy it's Friday. You know, brothers feel that. So happy it's Friday, bro. I'm telling you. So, let's get that. Strive. Okay. 2 Timothy 2:5. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. And that you got to strive. You got to keep the laws and commandments and statutes. Okay? Strive for masteries, meaning how you get to a mastery point. Well, understand this. 7 years, okay? 7 years doing something is you're considered a master at it, right? Or 10,000 hours. So what do you got to do? You got to put in that work. You got to read the Bible. You got to maintain yourself. And this thing ain't like that, man. You really got to deal. The spirit got to deal with you. You got to fast. You got to pray consistently. This ain't no complacent thing where you just doing it to do it. You got to stay in the spirit. That means you got to reform your mind. You got to come up out the world. Dealing with the world and trying to be in this thing right there is going to hinder your spirit. And you're not going to master it. You're going to be forgetting breakdowns. You're going to be messing up. You're going to be falling off. You're going to be falling short because you're trying to do 2 things at one time. Yahawashi said a man can't have 2 masters. Therefore, how you going to be in the world, dealing with the world, trying to do what the world do, the same time doing what the truth do? Okay? You got to pick a side. All right? You can't be Darth Vader, man. You can't be Anakin, light side, then go over to the dark side, then try to come back to the light side. All right? And that was symbolized, you know, they get everything from the Bible, okay? That was symbolizing a brother picking up the plow, right? dropping the plow and coming back and picking up the plow. Okay? What is it going to be? It's going to be 10 times worse for you. Because look at what happened to Vader, man. All right? It's 10 times worse for him. He lost his life at the end. All right? Trying to come back to the light side. Trying to come back and do the work. All right? But at least he had enough courage to come back into it, knowing, because you raise a child up and they're going to come back, right? Knowing the correct way. All right? So it's just best that we don't drop the plow. At the end of the day, the elders is getting on brothers about, putting in works, putting in videos. Hey, man, we got 24 hours in a day. If you can't give at least 3 hours, and that's being light. You can't give at least 3 hours to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Man, I don't even know why what you doing? I don't even know what to say about it, man. 3 hours? 3 hours? Can't get 3 hours, but you can give 3 hours to a female. You can get 3 hours to texting a female, talking to her on the phone, taking her on a date. You can get 3 hours to hanging out with your brothers, hanging out with your boys. You can get 3 hours to watching a movie. You can get 3 hours to watching a Netflix series. Stop lying. But you can't give 3 hours to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's a distraction in the storm that's messing you up. All right? You can't give 3 hours to Yahawah, but you can watch a movie, man. Or you can watch a Netflix series. You can bench watch a Netflix series. Okay? You man, come on, man. Brothers really got to examine themselves. Really. All right? I try to stay on a video a day. And I try to stay on it. And make sure the videos is proper. Make sure you study and you put in this work beforehand. Because and by studying, you're striving for the masteries. By understanding the history. By watching brothers' videos. By going into the history. By reading books. We got to read, brothers and sisters. We got to hit the libraries. The library is your friend. It ain't an enemy. The library is your friend. I promise you. Maps and charts, things like that are your friend. Okay? Geographically understanding where things are. Like Edom is modern day Jordan and things like that. Understanding things like that. So you can explain to people that don't know, right? You can explain to people. Oh, they ask you, well, let's say you're on the corner, they ask you, what's going on with Iran? And them, well, that's Ezekiel 38. You can easily explain to them. The Iranians are the Persians rising back up in that spirit, and they coming at the people again. This is all foretold in the scriptures. And then they gonna look at you like, oh, okay, this brother is, you gotta prove that you really live in this thing. I'm not gonna believe a brother, bro, if he really ain't. Make me believe that you really following Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Right? You got to make some, man, come on, man. Stand on it. That's why you study. That's why you go into the work. That's why you do the work. That's why you put out a video, try to put out a video every day. You put out a video every day, and somebody that's peeping you, you're like, man, this brother really serious, man. This brother really serious about this Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi thing. Maybe this brother got the truth. Because he putting it out hard. He coming hard and it's making sense. And it's edifying. It's edifying, man. And Shalom, Ak. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham. I try to make hey, Ak, you doing great. I'm going to tell you that, Kakama. You doing great, Ak. I catch your videos. You doing great. Okay? Keep it up. Stay on fire, brother. You doing great. You, Tabawa, Darashamath. Y'all brothers is going hard. Y'all brothers is doing great, and hey, try to get the battery in the back of other brothers as we go on. That's all I ever tried to do was put the battery in the back of my brothers, man, and try to get them to go hard. And hey, maybe I might have been a little too harsh sometimes, and I got in trouble for that. But hey, I ain't never try to come in no bad intentions. I just always try to get my brothers to get up, man, and stand out and go out on them corners and produce works. That's all I ever wanted to do, man, from the bottom of my heart, right? When I came into this thing, and y'all know it. Y'all know, brothers that's been with me, that's been dealing with me, y'all know it, man. I always stood on this. And I always practice what I preach. I ain't gonna tell you to produce 3 videos a week, and I'm not doing it myself, right? I'm gonna lead by example. That's why y'all see me. I'm putting hella videos out. I'm working. I'm still, we working. And I gotta go to the plantation, man. It's 6:45, but lead by example is too. What I say always, I say we not elders, but we leaders. We all a leader to somebody. So you lead whoever, you know what I'm saying? And you lead by example. Whatever you doing, you should, you do it and you expect them to do it. Don't expect them to do something that you not doing. All right? And with that being said, shalom to you, brother. Shalom.